Hello, my name is Marcia.
And I'm Ollie. We're here for Joyrider TV.
And you're watching Show Us Your Cat.
Yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, back with episode 104 of Show Us Your Cat. Thanks very much to Marcia and Ollie for the strong introduction. Flavour, that's what we're talking about. So of course, Show Us Your Cat is where we take a look at your boats and where it is that you sail them. If you would like to be featured in an upcoming episode of Show Us Your Cat, then yes you can. All you need to do is send me some pictures or video of your boat along with a brief description of what you do with your boat, perhaps when you got it, who you go sailing with, where you go sailing, and yes, you could be featured. If you've already sent me some stuff to feature, don't worry, you will be featured probably next week, maybe the week after. We'll see how it goes. I'm coming to you from Wild Wind Sailing Holidays on the Greek island of Lefkos, where this week has been nothing short of epic. Oh yes, we've had Bad Boy 94 out on the water, banging in some big speeds there. We've been banging in some big speeds on the Hobie 16s. It has been a non-stop speed fest this week with the lucky people who happen to be out here on holiday. If you're thinking of coming out here on holiday and you can get out here, then do come out. It is well worth it. The wind is absolutely perfect at the moment. We've got a very high quality of colour of water and the sun is working well. Also ongoing, of course, we've got the speed stick. So if you are going out sailing, then you can get on the speed stick. Just take a GPS device with you, record your highest speed, send me the evidence, and then I'll get you on the speed stick. But this week's Show Us Your Cat, we are featuring some, they're not modern, they're not vintage, they're somewhere in between. Boats with pivoting centerboards. That's right, Schwenkschwerter. All right, so let's jump in and take a look at what we're looking at in this week's Show Us Your Cat on Joyrider TV. So we're starting off this week by heading back to Mission Bay, San Diego, California, USA, where we have Creston. Creston and his brother are the proud owners of a 1988 Prindle 18.2, and she is sure still going strong. They bought her last year and have been thoroughly enjoying it. Creston says we're lucky enough to live in Southern California where we sail on Mission Bay. Our local sailing club is open year round and offers some great sailing. The guys are going to start doing some light racing this summer. At the moment, they spend their sailing hours mostly by themselves and occasionally taking other people out for rides. Now, the Prindle 18.2 was first built in the USA in 1983 as a replacement for Prindle's asymmetric hulled 18. It's 2.6 meters wide, which back at the time was pretty rare. It actually gives the 18.2 the same platform dimensions as the modern Formula 18. It's got 21.65 square meters of sail and weighs in at 170 kilos, which is lighter than a modern F18, which should mean that there is some good speed potential and is still a very good choice. So thanks very much to Creston for sending in the photos and videos of that 18.2. I wish you the best of luck this summer and some good times. And next we're heading to Gerswaldersee in Germany, where we have Mike and Benno. Mike and Benno sail an early Hurricane 5.9 SX. They've had the boat for 5 years now, and it's their first catamaran. And as you can see, they absolutely love it and have a really great time. Gierswalder See is a lake on the east side of Germany and will be part of the largest artificial lake landscape in Europe. The lake itself isn't that big, but the wind is very special. Mostly more gusty than stable, so it is always challenging. The Hurricane 5.9 first came out in the late 1980s as a realistically priced alternative and training boat for the Tornado. It's 6 meters long and just 2 meters 43 wide, so it can easily be towed behind a car without the need for tilting or dismantling. Now, being that narrow and powerful means that the boat really doesn't need very much wind to get it going and getting out on the trapeze. The class has had a major upgrade since, and now is mostly sailed with the SX rig, which basically means it's got a square top mainsail, a fully battened jib and a spinnaker. Now, on this occasion, the guys are out giving it some big beans on the lake when a squally storm came through. You can really see how windy it got with that flogging mainsail. It was starting to look like an electrical storm was coming, so the guys made a run for it, charging into the reeds to wait out the storm and regroup. Once it had passed, they got back out, gave it some juice and banged in a good speed for the speed stick. That translates to 18.4 knots. Mike says that they'd very much like to hear from other Hurricane 5.9 sailors in Europe, but especially from Germany, as they don't really hear much about anybody else sailing this type of boat. So if you do sail a Hurricane 5.9, please put it in the comments below, and perhaps you could start a conversation for Hurricane 5.9 sailors. So thanks very much to Mike and Benno for sending in those fantastic videos of their Hurricane 5.9 and this great sailing that they've been having. So there we go. Thanks very much to Creston with his Prindle and to Mike with his Hurricane 5.9 for sending in those great pictures and videos of your boat. Very nice to see, and both of those types of boat are very good choices if you are looking for something perhaps with a bit of size, which is going to give you some very good performance for not too much money, relatively speaking. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back next week with more Show Us Your Cat on Joyrider TV.